Hello guys, dear sensitive empaths and highly sensitive people. I just felt called to recording possibly a quick video for you about the topic of loving a toxic person and healing after that toxic person narcissistic abuse, because you know this topic is so heavy and so unhealthy and difficult to deal with, and you know we all need support, you know, every now and again. Of course therapy is recommended, you know, if a person really wants to heal after these kind of events. And as I'm here, you know, sharing my message and helping you authentically with my heart and soul, I just do my best, of course, daily. You know, of course, if I feel that I'm called to sharing something important, yes, I try to keep up. You know, these messages can come to me so suddenly that, you know, sometimes it's a bit of a hassle when I really have the urge to record a video and talk and share and you know, help you and guide you. But you know, sometimes you know, well, things happen, life happens. So now it's nighttime, but I'm here. But yeah, so if you are currently dealing with this and you are healing after a narcissistic ex, or maybe you have had a narcissistic parent or relatives, or maybe even a co-worker or a boss at work, I totally get you, because I've been through these things. I've had these experiences in my life as well. And I guess what I just want to share right now is that you know, no matter how deep the wounds are that you have within you, it's always possible to heal. So hold on to hope, you know, hold on to your healing. Because like I just posted, I wrote a post just a while ago tonight, that's you will never be enough for these kind of people. They are so toxic and wounded within, even though they seem to be, you know, smart and even kind to some people who don't know the truth about them. They seem to be so successful and confident and all of that, but it's just, it's not real, you know, it's fake, and fake people will always be like this. A normal person will never be enough for a fake person, for a narcissistic person. So if you have these toxic and fake people in your life, so I was going to say that you just have to remember your own worth, that, you know, these people are not worthy of your time. Like I've said, they are not worthy of your attention and energy and kind, caring love, compassion, empathy. And they can never give you back what's a normal, caring person should. Like if you are their daughter or son or spouse, partner, you know, when you are that person, then you are supposed to be receiving love and care authentically and honestly. But with them, you're never going to get that. So that is a truth. It can be a harsh, difficult, tough truth to deal with when you are really in love Or, you know, when you are a child, you don't even understand, you know, what is happening. At least for me, I can say, as a sensitive girl who I was as a child, I would have needed so much support. And to think of all the events that I've been going through, because I encountered several of these kind of people later on as well. So my life began with my grandfather being a narcissist, my mother being a narcissist, and then I was badly bullied at school, and you know, and my mother is one of the most scary people in the world. But I had to deal with everything by myself. I was barely hanging on, I was depressed, and of course living in constant fear and shame. So it was not normal. It is far from normal when life is like that. If somebody is trying to control you and they're supposed to support you and raise you and, you know, be there for you, and instead they are just neglecting you, and they are not accepting you for who you are. They are comparing you to other people. They say things like, be like this, be like that, why can't you be like that? And, you know, like they blame you for being difficult. But a child has the right to be difficult. So if this resonates, that you still find that you have feelings for that person, whether it is your partner or whoever it's been, but you have cared for this person, you have looked up to them, you have respected this person authentically, and you are expecting that to, of course, have the same back from them, the love and care and all of that you have also given. Just know that, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, showing respect and love towards another person is beautiful. It's a gift. It's amazing. It's kindness. It's a valuable gift. And your time and effort is a valuable gift. You know, if your parents have been narcissistic, it can be so heavy on you, you know, childhood defines so much. So you might be still going through that healing. It takes a long time to heal from it. And it can feel like this never-ending battle. But relationships, you know, they should not be never-ending battles. And if you can, you know, remind yourself that you always deserved normal treatment and respect and love and care, it really helps when you can get yourself to believe that, you know, and finally learn how to love yourself. And, you know, like I've been saying, a child should receive all the support, and especially when you are sensitive. And I think us girls, even though we are so strong, but we are usually even more sensitive. And, you know, it's just awful if you've been very abused and neglected, and there are not people around you to understand you when you're growing up. And then you find yourself to be in toxic relationships because you have been programmed that way. So it is a pattern to, you know, be healing. You might spend many days crying by yourself if there's nobody to understand you, and it can hurt so much. We do need people who understand what we're going through and have been going through, people who actually care genuinely and honestly and authentically. And for me, it was a big issue. It was such a big issue when I experienced and saw and sensed and noticed that when I was going through these things, I was just left by myself with no safe adult to go to, with nobody to go to who would hear me and really get me. So it seems like people just usually don't understand what this is about. Relationships and dealing with people, it's always a two-way street, because there are always two people talking, interacting. So each person has their own responsibility and accountability. Parents have their own for their child. But the same thing in, romantic relationships. We should be able to trust each other and receive respect and love and care authentically and honestly, without forcing it or pushing it in any way. So if you have to force and push, and if you feel that you are becoming somebody else who you are not, it's a big red flag that this person is not good for you. This person is not healthy for you. Yeah, but anyway, just wanted to remind you that if you are going through this alone and you don't have anyone to talk to and who would hear you and understand you, like what I went through, of course I'm here to help. And despite of people not understanding what you've been through, people who don't know you or they have not been through similar issues, so they cannot simply understand how serious it can be, because it's such a life destructor, this kind of abuse. So you're not alone.